Hey you guys, I'm Lisa Mohajay, and today I wanted to talk to you about creating engaging, valuable content on social media. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so we can get started. All right, isn't that lovely? Look at all that stuff on my screen. All right, so I did a little poll, and as you guys that joined the group, you had an application that you had to fill out, listing some of the top things that you were struggling with. And a lot of you guys are struggling with how to find content to put onto social media, and making sure it's valuable and engaging. So I think it's a great topic. I actually love social media. It's how I built my six-figure business online, through just being myself and having fun and creating a hype through and relating to other people through social media. So I'm excited to talk about it today. So the very first thing I want to talk about is let's start with you. Let's figure out who are you, what are you about, what do you like to talk about, what are you passionate about, and really dig in from there. So I think it's really important to know that not everyone is going to dig you, right? Not everyone is going to like you. Not everyone is going to love the same things that you love, and that's okay because you're not trying to talk to everyone. You are talking to your person, to the people that love you, the people that are interested in the same thing that you're interested in. You're not trying to talk to everyone at the same time. So I want you to really think about 10 things that interest you. And if you have a pen and paper with you right now, go ahead and start jotting down 10 things that interest you. Maybe you can't think of anything, or maybe you can only think of a couple of things. That's okay. We're going to do a little memory jogger, right? And so one of the things that I want you to think about is when you're laying in bed at night and you're scrolling on your phone, or you're searching Google, or you're searching Pinterest. What are you searching for? What are you reading about? What are you interested in? Maybe you're looking at hair, makeup, shoes, nails. Those are the things I'm looking at. I'm doing a pageant, so now I'm looking at pageants. I'm also doing the ketogenic diet. I'm looking at ketogenic recipes. Maybe you have an autoimmune disease or some other illness. Maybe your child has autism, or some other thing that they're dealing with. Maybe you are, really trying to be organized at home. What are the things that you are searching for? What makes you you? So I want you to write those down. And this is not a Instagram training or anything like that. That's a whole other subject. But I want to put it out there that if you're posting on Instagram and you're not using hashtags related to you and who you are, then you're basically just doing it for fun, right? And that's okay. But if you're using social media to build your business, you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. So the cool thing is, once you get those top things that interest you, right? You have them written down. You can now do a Google search that says top ketogenic hashtags, top yoga hashtags, top Pilates hashtags, top shoes hashtags, whatever it is that you wrote down. You're going to get websites that are going to give you top hashtags based on those interests. And what I really want to encourage you guys to do is maybe just pick out like 5 that you're always going to use no matter what. Save them into a note on your phone so you can kind of combine them. You've got your hashtags of who you are, right? And then maybe your picture is more specific. So you're going to put in, top yoga hashtags, whatever. But that is really how you're going to target other people. If you're just putting a picture of you having your Shakeology on Instagram and you're not using hashtags, it's just for fun. It's a hobby. But that's not you. You're in this group. You're watching this training because you're serious about growing your business online. So that is just a little tip that I want to throw out to you as well. And then also, you have those hashtags. Maybe your jam is Facebook. I love Facebook. So now that you have those interests, Now you can know the groups and the like pages that you should be joining and searching and connecting with other people on. So if I keep using autoimmune disease, or maybe you have lupus, or, maybe you are doing a beauty pageant or a fitness competition, you now can search for those groups on Facebook and start connecting with other people there and building relationships. So these are the things that you're going to be talking about online. This is who you are. These are the things that you love. These are the things that you're interested in. Maybe it's getting out of debt. Maybe it's, you love the financial side of things. Maybe you're an emerald and you love systems and, really helping people to save money. That's who you are. Okay, is your life boring? Then it's up to you to make it interesting. And I'm just going to use my own self as a personal example. I am constantly striving to do something different with my life. Because if you're just sitting at home and you're just talking about the same things every single day, you're going to get boring. So it's up to you to make your life interesting. And it was a few months ago that I was talking to my husband, Paj, and I was like, I just feel like I don't have any goals. I feel like I need something different to get me out of bed every day, to get me working towards something. So I decided to do a beauty pageant, my first one ever. So maybe you are interested in, volunteering at a senior center. Maybe you're interested in volunteering at a food bank. Maybe you're interested in doing your first 5K or Spartan race or mud run or whatever. What can you do to, number one, give yourself something to work towards, give yourself something to talk about on social media, and most importantly, make your life interesting, because we are in this to inspire other people, right? And if you're not constantly evolving, if you're not constantly doing something different with your life, that's not very inspiring. So I want to encourage you to push yourself. Do something that maybe it's not even Beachbody related, but it's something that other people can look up to and admire and be inspired by you and what you're doing with your life. So here are some top photo tips that I have for you guys. Lighting and angle is everything. Lighting and angle is everything. Let me just give you an example. If I were to take a picture and hold my phone like this, it's going to take that picture from here. Ladies, that is not a flattering view, because when the camera is down like this, it creates, you can see wrinkles, you can see skin. It almost creates a double chin even if you don't have one. So it's not a flattering angle. So you always want to make sure that your phone or your camera is at least head on and maybe even slightly at an angle pointing down. Now, I'm not saying do it like this. Nobody's trying to see your cleavage. And if you do it too far, then it just looks weird. So you want to kind of play around with that and make sure that your angle is either, eye to eye at eye level or just slightly above. When your phone is slightly above, it does create a more youthful, slimming look. Lighting, you guys. Lighting is everything. Right now, I am sitting in front of a window. So on the other side of my computer is a window. Natural lighting is going to be your very best option. If you don't have a lot of natural light, then I would suggest getting either a Diva ring light, which I actually have one right here as well, or you can also get a Lumi phone case that fits. It's a phone case, and it actually lights up almost like a makeup case around your phone. So if you're doing a lot of pictures on your phone, videos, things like that, it's really important that you have great lighting because it casts a glow on your face. So when you have that glow, you don't see the flaws as well. And I apologize. It's Memorial Day. I've done Insanity Max 30. I've also done yoga this morning, and I don't have a drop of makeup on. So I always suggest that you have great lighting. And depending on what type of video you're doing, get yourself cleaned up, put makeup on, be prepared, look presentable. Of course, if you're posting a picture after your workout, then of course you're not going to want to have a ton of makeup on, because that's not really real all the time. So lighting, angle, everything. Invest in a tripod, okay? So you can go to Target, you can go to Walmart, you can go to the Apple store and get an awesome tripod for 20 bucks. And it's going to be so worth it. Again, you get that tripod, you use the timer on your phone, and you get that angle right, you get that lighting right, and now you have a beautiful picture to work with. So make sure you get a tripod. Mix your photos up. You guys, if you're taking the same picture every day and it's like this, people don't want to see it over and over and over. You've got to mix it up. Do something different with your hands. I've done actual, like, almost kind of like mini photo shoots in my office when I'm cleaned up, right? I'll get myself cleaned up and I will do a whole bunch of pictures, have my lighting set up, and doing different poses. So whether it's like this, or it's like this, or I'm pointing, I have my hands on my hips. So now I have different pictures to work with when I'm putting together images. And we're going to talk about how to create images here in just a little bit. So my point is don't post the same picture of you and your Shakeology shaker cup every single day. You got the same look, the same smile every single day. That's not happening, guys. You're going to become white noise. You're going to become boring. So mix it up. Get creative. Go outside. Find a cool brick wall as your background. Go to the school track. Find something that is unique that you can use, and do the same thing. Do those poses, point so we can add text and graphics. Maybe it's just your hands on your hips. Maybe it's one hand on your hip. Maybe you're slightly angled. Get creative. Maybe it's even just a plain concrete brick wall, or you're out shopping and you're at Sprinkles Cupcake and you see this cool pink and green wall. Get out of your car and take a picture, because it's for your business. Don't worry about what other people think. Get your pictures so that you can market and promote yourself in an engaging way. Oh, I went the wrong way. All right, so what are my favorite editing tools? This picture was actually done in Canva. Canva, in my preference, is best to use on the desktop. It is available on your phone. You can also use it on an iPad. I personally prefer to use it on my desktop. PicMonkey.com, same thing. That's only available on the desktop. And you could create an image just like this in PicMonkey as well. It's just kind of your personal preference as to what site you like better, what's more user-friendly to you. Facetune, let's talk about apps on our phones. Facetune, you guys, is life-changing. So say you take a picture and, maybe the lighting wasn't so great, and maybe your wrinkles are showing, maybe you have a pimple. You can use Facetune and wipe it all out. It smooths out everything. It does have a feature that will whiten your teeth. You can use it on your eyes. There's a feature that will, darken your makeup, so maybe more defined eyeliner. Check it out. It's life-changing. I love Facetune. I don't use it too much as far as overdoing it. So when you use Facetune, there's two different ways to smooth out blemishes. There's the regular smooth, and then there's like this extra smooth. I just use the regular smooth because I still want to look like myself. I don't want to look like total photoshopped. So check it out. Make sure that you look like yourself, that doesn't look totally photoshopped, but the regular smooth should be good to go for you. Another app that I love for my phone is called Word Swag. And you put your pictures in, it's got all of these fun fonts and different things that you can use that just look really cool. It's a great way to just spice up your photos. Rona is another app that I like to use. Ripple is cool because it actually takes pictures or videos and puts them into like this really awesome collage. So I like Ripple as well. Snapseed is another great one, and Insta Editor. So those are the top editing tools that I use. Definitely the top 4 I use a lot. I also use Insta Editor a lot. I know that that's at the bottom, but Canva is my go-to. Facetune, I use. WordSwag, I love. Insta Editor, awesome. Of course, there's a million different photo editing apps. Photofy is another one that I didn't put on here that's great as well. Check them out. Figure out which one works for you, which one is user-friendly to you, which one do you like, and just master it. Play around, figure it out, make your pictures exciting and engaging. All right, so are you guys ready to do one together? So of course, I'm going to go to Canva, which is my favorite, like I said. So these are just examples of things that I've created on Canva. I've done a lot of things on Canva, as you can see. So what I'm going to create today is actually a picture for our next challenge group. So if you click on more, it's going to give you all of these different sizes. So you've got popular designs, you've got social media posts. I actually created the presentation that I'm using in Canva. There are PowerPoint slides that you can use, invitations, timeline covers, event page covers. Everything is here on Canva. That's why I love it so much. So I'm going to choose the social media size. And what I'm looking for is I'm going to go to Google Images and I'm going to search. So I already did a search. So I'm doing a summer bod squad. That's the name of our upcoming challenge group. And I'm going to search for Google Images, and I'm looking for a background, a cool background. So you could put in summer background, you could put in summer wallpaper, you could put in, maybe it's a healthy eating wallpaper, whatever. I like to also look for like a brick background. I like to use brick. I like to use whitewash is another term that I'll use in there, or bright colored beach balls or whatever. Get an idea, figure it out, play around with it, see what images come up. So for me, I'm looking for free images. I have purchased images on Shutterstock, and Shutterstock is awesome. I know a lot of you guys are new coaches. Maybe you don't have it in your budget yet to purchase a picture from Shutterstock. But when you do, they give you the same image and they put it in all these different shapes and sizes. So it's pretty cool. And you would get an image like this one, let's just say for example, but it doesn't have Shutterstock on it. Like you could actually use it. So, that's a cute one. I'm actually going to go for this one. So it's a great size, right? It's not too small. It's a great size to use. So if you found one that's like too small or like a thumb size nail, it's not going to work. Where'd it go? Here it is. So I'm just going to take this picture and I'm going to drag it to my desktop. Boom, just like that. So I'm going to come back over to Canva and I'm going to do an upload. And I'm going to upload that image from my desktop. And I'm going to wait for it to load, and then I'm going to drag it over. So as you guys can see, it's a little, the shape is a little different. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it from the outer corner, and I'm going to drag it. And while I love all of that beach stuff, I need more space for text. So I'm just going to drag it over. And by doing that, I'm just clicking on my mouse, holding it down, dragging the image over. So I'm gonna start with it just like this. So I'm gonna come over here. I know that I want to insert a before and after picture, which I've already uploaded. I already have it here. So I'm gonna take this picture and I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. But what I might actually do is look for a cool frame to put that in. So I'm gonna click on Elements, and then I'm gonna click on Frames. And as you can see, there's all these cool different images or frames. And the one I'm looking for, because I've been in here so much, I already know, kind of looks like a Polaroid. I may have already passed it. So you could also search. I kind of like this one, but I don't like that yellow. No problem. I can go on here and change the color to pink. Because who doesn't love pink? Ah, this is not the one I want. It's more like it's not like an actual picture frame. So see how this over here is clear? That means it's just empty. Where these up here have this little image, that means you can insert the picture directly into there. So what I'm gonna do is, oh, it's right here. So then I'm gonna make this picture a little bit bigger, and then I'm gonna take that picture and drag it right there. So now I have some white text to work with, but I don't know that I'm really crazy about that. So I'm gonna take that off. I'm just gonna delete it, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just insert my picture there again. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller and then just kind of put it in the corner, just like that. So I'm gonna come over here and to the left and click on text. And you have all of these cool text options to choose from. So you just kind of look around and see which ones do you like, right? So I typically kind of use my own fonts because that's what I like. I know what I like. I've been using it enough to know. But right now I'm just going to use this Nail Art Mondays template. And so since the name of our challenge group is Summer Bod Squad, and BOD stands for Beachbody on Demand. So I'm going to do Summer, and then I'm going to do BOD Squad. And maybe I want to change the color. I love those green flip-flops. So let's see what colors would look good with that. So I'm going to highlight that text. I'm going to come up here to the top, click on this little white square that's white because that's the color of the font right now. And I'm going to click on pink. And I like to have that color a little bit brighter. So I'm going to click on that little plus. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to drag it to get to the color that I want. So now it is Summer Bod Squad. And I think I'm going to change the white to, let's see. Maybe something like that, right? That's nice and bright. So now we have Summer Bod Squad. And I'm just going to kind of mess around with the placement until I figure out exactly where I want it. I'm not crazy about the font of this Bod Squad, so I'm going to come up here again to the top, and I'm going to change the font to one that I like. Let's see if I can find it here. So I like this League Spartan. It's really clean, really simple, right? So I like that one. And then I'm going to drag this down. Just not really crazy. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to change the alignment of where the text is. So now I got that. And I'm going to make Summer just a little bit bigger because I feel like it's way smaller than the other one. Or maybe I just make that one smaller. Oops, what am I doing? Okay, so I'm gonna highlight it, and then I'm gonna go back up here to the text and just make it a little bit smaller and change that alignment again. Summer Bod Squad. So I like that. I feel good about that. Everything coordinates. It's all about coordination. Colors look great. So next I'm going to put in some more text. I'm just going to go ahead and pick one over here. And I'm going to just type in something basic. Get ready. Sorry. Get your summer body ready now. And guys, I'm just kind of going by the making this up right now. Get your summer body ready now. 30 days of fitness, nutrition, accountability, and support. Okay, so I'm gonna move that up here again. Let's kind of move things around a little bit. And then I would put I would definitely change this font because I don't really like that to maybe something else. I'm going to change the alignment. And you can also change the spacing, which is cool. So if I want to bring it in a little bit closer, like, let's see, like that, now I might be able to fit it in between two lines. Nope, that's okay. So I'm going to do it like that. No, I'm going to do it like this. And then I'm going to scoot this over a little bit. So you just kind of, move things around. The cool thing is if you mess up, there is a little undo button at the very top left or redo button. So if you make a change and you don't like it, no problem. Just hit undo or redo. So, okay. So that's it. I mean, it's pretty simple, right? You guys got that. The more you do it, the easier it's going to get. I'll have to keep messing with this just a little bit, but I don't want to keep you guys, take up your time doing while I do this. So what I would do is change the spacing just a little bit more. And then I'll probably change the font, darn it. I'm gonna get that. There, perfect. Right there, love it. Last thing I would change is I'm gonna change this to white only because I want it to be nice and bright. There we go, whoop, there it is, and I love it. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna hit download in the top right. A PNG file versus a JPEG is just clearer. It's a little bit more higher quality file. So I'm gonna hit download. And then it's automatically gonna be saved into my download files. And there it is. All right, so let's just go back into the presentation, and I hope that you guys found that helpful. I hope that you found that useful. That picture that I had before, where'd it go? This one, I actually removed the background on PicMonkey. So I will share with you guys another short little training on how to remove the background, how to erase the background on a picture like that. Any picture that you want to erase the background, I can tell you it's going to be easiest if it's on a solid background. So you've taken a picture, right? You've done your photo shoot in your office, in your living room, whatever. You want to find a solid, preferably white wall, because that way there's going to be less room to see little bits and pieces. All right, so just some other ways to, I'm going to go forward here. Text within your post. So I have this awesome picture, right, for the Summer Bod Squad. I want to make a post and I want it to be engaging. And most posts don't always have to be serious, right? Some are just fun. Some are, just simple. Some posts, I don't even put words on them. I just put the picture, and that's okay. You don't always have to have text. But when you are sharing your story, you want to make sure that you're being vulnerable. Think back to, how did you feel when you first started coaching? If you're doing a recruiting post, you were scared, you worried about what other people thought, you weren't sure if you could do this, you were living paycheck to paycheck, you were broke, you needed that income, you were scared about your future. Be vulnerable when you're sharing your story. Same thing if you're doing a post about a challenge group or you're sharing your weight loss story. Go back to, how did you feel before you lost the weight? Maybe you're at that point right now. It's okay to share, like, I'm wearing bigger clothes to hide behind my weight. I didn't know how to eat clean. I've always tried different diets and nothing worked. I wanted to be a good example for my kids. My kids can't wrap their arms around me when they try to hug me. I want to be healthy for my kids. I want to teach my kids how to eat healthy. Be vulnerable. Use power words: scared, free, strong, empower, secrets, last chance. And I'm going to share a list with you guys as well of different power words that you guys can check out. So let me go back to one more slide that I have for you guys. So creating engagement. So the thing with social media is, especially Facebook, you've got that whole algorithm. So Facebook is determining who's seeing your posts and who isn't. Facebook owns Instagram, so I'm sure Instagram is the same. And that's why it's so important. It is the same. That's why we see the most popular pictures on Instagram when we go to look, right? When we go to that search. So that's why it's important that you guys are using those hashtags and getting likes and getting engagement from your posts. So how can we create engagement? You can do a poll. Facebook offers built-in polls. Running them manually works best for boosting engagement. So maybe I do polls all the time for dresses, for hair, for shoes, for nails, and people love to give their opinion. Maybe you are looking for a recommendation. That's another new thing on Facebook, is I'm looking for a recommendation for a dentist. Everybody's going to start chiming in with who their dentist is. And what's happening is when your post gains popularity, Facebook is like, oh, people like this post, so let's show more people this post. You want to share quotes, something humorous, inspirational, motivational quotes. We are currently reading The Secret. I love to go on Pinterest. I'm on Pinterest all the time to find really good pictures, right? So maybe if I am feeling down, maybe someone has let me down, someone has, lied, or, just to give you an example, I should do positive posts. Maybe it's Sunday and I'm feeling amazing. I'm going to search in Pinterest for, a happy Sunday post. And I'm going to get a cool picture and I'm going to save it and I'm going to post it directly to my Facebook page with my positive text. Or again, maybe the picture's so good, I don't need text. Questions, just asking basic questions that followers can quickly answer. Fill in the blanks. These are really, really good for getting people to interact with you. If I could travel anywhere, I would go blank. And you guys can use that Word Swag app to create a picture that says, if I could travel anywhere, I would go blank. The one thing holding me back from working out is blank. The one thing that I wish I knew about clean eating was blank. The one food I can't go without is blank. Have people fill in the blanks. Behind the scene photos. Again, you guys, while you're out serving in the community, maybe you're volunteering, maybe you're doing that 5K, That's your opportunity to take those pictures that people want to see. They want to see inside your life. They want to know that you're doing something inspiring, because that's our job. Our job is to inspire other people. Statistics or data. I love to share statistics and data. You can easily go to, like, what's the website I'm trying to think of? Like, Google the current obesity rate, right? You're going to get statistics there. Current obesity rate, number of people living paycheck to paycheck, number of people file for foreclosure, things like that. Number one killer of women is heart disease. Post a branded image. Again, you want to avoid sharing, going to Beachbody's, 21-day fix and sharing directly from there. You want to avoid using too many stock photos that aren't your own, because people want to see you. They want to see yourself. They want to see your smile. They want to see what's going on in your life. So avoid sharing stock photos. Product photos, again, I don't post a ton of pictures of products. I just don't. I'm sharing my lifestyle, and that's what you guys should be doing too. And again, asking for input. People love it. So, all right. So here's your assignment, you guys. I want you to create that list of 10 things that interest you most. What are the 10 things that you're constantly looking for on Google? What are you searching on Pinterest? What are you constantly looking at? And write it down. And I want you to share it in the comment section below, so that we can all just get ideas from each other. Because somebody may say, I'm looking in my background. Okay, we have chows. We have 2 chow chows. Chow chows are my interest. I love them. I love our puppies. So I'm posting a lot about chows. So somebody may post a hashtag or an interest, and you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I love that too. Maybe you're a Disney fanatic. Maybe you love going to Paris. Maybe you love the beach, whatever it is that you love. I want you to come up with your 10. I want you to share it in the comment section below. I also want you to Google search top hashtags for whatever that was. Those are going to be your hashtags. This is creating who you are, your brand identity. And it's going to make you relatable. It may have absolutely nothing to do with fitness. I'm doing a pageant. It has nothing to do with fitness, but I'm talking about it. It's part of my life now. It's something that I'm passionate about. So I can't wait to hear from you guys. Make sure you tag your coach, because we are moving into week 3 of this training group, and people are starting to fizzle out. People are starting to get lazy. People are starting to get busy. Kids are out for the summer. So tag your coach, tag somebody that's in this group. Let's keep each other engaged. Let's keep each other going throughout the rest of this training. Don't forget, Wednesday night, I'm hosting the business presentation. I hope that you will invite everyone and anyone that you know to join us. I'm going to share my story as a single mom, bankrupt, overweight, gone to married to the love of my life, member of the Millions Club, and in the best shape of my life. So I hope that you find that inspiring. I hope that you will invite others to be inspired, so that we can grow your team together. So you guys have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.